Okay. Alright, we are back. We just finished getting the rest of the emblems for Leon and Helena. I will start us off this time, and Zero will start us off when we get to Ada's. At 36 years of age, Leon S. Kennedy is the most respected agent working for the U.S. government, reporting directly to the president himself. The horrors he witnessed as a result of a biohazard outbreak known as the Raccoon City Incident left him with a deep-rooted hatred of bioterrorism and those who would use it. While his demeanor is calm and rational, it should not be mistaken for apathy. He will take the initiative on any mission he's been assigned, often putting himself in danger in order to save the innocent. He takes his mission seriously, making decisions cautiously and logically. From time to time, however, his sardonic wit will surface, recalling his time as a good-natured rookie cop with a sense of duty who was able to maintain a sense of humor even in tough times.
Leon Kennedy and U.S. President Adam Benford are not only close friends, but lovers of similar causes.
Really?
It sounded better in my head. And President Benford was a high-ranking government official who handpicked Leon, elevating him to his high-ranking status. The two men were both motivated by a righteous desire to root out bioterrorism following the events of Raccoon City in 1998. Adam had a reputation for being one of the few politicians with integrity, a man of his word. Agent Kennedy found himself able to trust a man who had never directly faced the evils of bioterrorism. With mutual goals and respect, they grew close during their 10 years of fighting bioterrorism together. Wait.
What?
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 So he was president for 10 years?
I think this implies that he was fighting bioterrorism. Yeah, it says when President Benford was a high-ranking government official, not when he was president. They knew each other before he became president.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, when he was just a government official is when he picked Leon.
Okay. Unfortunately, their friendship is abruptly ended during a biohazard outbreak, running with eerie echoes that mirrors the tragedy of Raccoon City, when Agent Kennedy is forced to kill President Benford.
Yeah. Field Operations Support, or FOS, is an organization operating at the highest level of the U.S. government. Its original mission was to provide support for agents from multiple U.S. intelligence agencies discharging their duties around the world. As the dangers posed by bioterrorism came to take priority for U.S. security, the FOS was evolved to oversee all operations that dealt with response to and prevention of bioterrorism. The FOS was originally formed in 2011 by Adam Benford, with Ingrid Hunnigan installed as operations coordinator and Leon Kennedy as its chief field agent. I can't speak.
Sweet. Zombies. In 1998, a biohazard incident involving the T-virus contaminated the entirety of Raccoon City. Inhabitants infected by the virus succumbed to infection, but their corpses were reanimated by the same virus into shambling, flesh-eating creatures. Reports from the incident indicate that many of the revenants' eyes were glazed over and their skin had either decayed or been flayed. As these revenants resembled The Walking Dead of horror fiction, they were given the decidedly unscientific name zombies. The source of the current biohazard event in Tall Oaks remains unknown, but the stages of infection for the victims bear a striking resemblance to those of Raccoon City, for better or for worse. The appellation of zombie has been applied to these victims as well.
Zombies. Ingrid Hunnigan is a 33-year-old mission coordinator for the U.S. Department of Defense Field's Operations Support. In 2004, she was instrumental in helping Agent Kennedy recover the then-president's daughter from a terrorist group. Level-headed and intelligent, she is competent at hacking into most security systems as well as handling the relevant mission intelligence. She is the guiding voice that has successfully delivered Agent Kennedy from many a perilous predicament.
In 1998, a biohazard incident involving a man-made virus contaminated the entire town of Raccoon City. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but
I think it's going from the point of views of different areas.
I guess. The town of 100,000 became ground zero for the world's single worst biohazard outbreak in the 20th century. The clinical naming of the events as the Raccoon City incident does nothing to express the tragedy and horror that occurred in that idyllic American town. During the incident, a rookie police officer named Leon Kennedy was caught up in the nightmare. He was attacked by human-infected, aka zombies, and umbrella-engineered bioorganic weapons. Against all odds, I actually read that as dogs at first. He and a few other survivors were able to escape from the city. He regretted that he was only able to save so few people that day, and the events that transpired in Raccoon City etched themselves indelibly upon his mind. From that point on, he vowed he would do all he could to ensure the world would never see a tragedy like Raccoon City repeated.
Running out of breath there?
Just a little.
Yeah. The reason you see this a lot, like in Sherry and Jake's, it was explaining it from Sherry's point of view. Like, it explained, like, her father and all that stuff. Like, Raccoon City ties into a lot of people.
Oh, no, I meant it was already, like, 2 of the exact same ones in Leon's campaign alone.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, it was?
Oh,
it was briefly mentioned in the zombie one.
Yeah.
Standing out in the skyline of tall oaks is a cathedral that marks the plot of land that has been in the Simmons family for generations. This land primarily serves as a meeting ground for the family's secretive dealings, and there are many hidden passageways and booby traps to obstruct any potential interlopers. That explains the bottom of the damn cathedral. And why it took so long to open the damn thing. The current head of the family, Derek C. Simmons, recently had a portion of the underground chamber refurbished into a modern research laboratory so he could have scientists conduct research on the C virus. There's still some loose ends that we need to tie up. And I'm hoping we get that either in the 4 emblems we just got, because we haven't read the others of these either, or in Ada's.
Yeah.
Like who Carla is. Because I still think she's his wife, but there's a small chance she could be someone that's just either a close friend or related to him.
Lepotitsa is a victim of the C virus, although one that is extremely mutated. The word Lepotitsia is ironically derived from the Serbian word for woman of beauty.
Oh, so this was Deborah.
The creature's body is covered in large pores that secrete a deadly black gas. Anyone who inhales its fumes will die and be reanimated as a zombie.
Never mind, it's the giant gas thing.
One creature has the potential to infect an area within a 3-mile radius, unlike the traditional zombie infection, which is spread by a zombie's bite or contact with contaminated blood. This creature turns the virus into an airborne agent, thus creating a contaminant that is harder to avoid. The bioterror attack that Agent Kennedy encountered in Tall Oaks was triggered by this creature.
So what was Deborah then?
Probably just Deborah.
I'm sorry, I saw Woman of Beauty and I thought it might have been Deborah. Helena Harper is a 24-year-old U.S. government agent. Her sister Deborah is her only known living relative. During the Tall Oaks terrorist attack, she is dispatched by the U.S. Secret Service to protect President Benford. Wait a minute. She is a woman of strong moral convictions and is very sympathetic to the plight of others, although she does let her emotions get the better of her from time to time.
That it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Were you not reading along with me?
I went on to the other one for some reason. Helena Harper, too.
Yep.
Helena Harper doesn't compromise her beliefs and is not one to step aside and let others take charge. She does, however, have a tendency to let her emotions get the best of her. She was in the top of her class, the agency's first choice for the job, but officials were concerned that she would let her morals get in the way of her. She was right. They were right. While investigating a series of murders, Helena successfully found and apprehended the killer, but in the process used excessive force on the suspect and was suspended from the agency. She claimed she had to shut up the killer because he was making threats in front of the victim's family. After suspension period was over, she found herself in situations she couldn't maintain her self-control. When Deborah's boyfriend became abusive and enraged, Helena shot and injured him. Her superiors were unwilling to overlook her gross misconduct, but they didn't want to fire her, so they transferred her to the Secret Service. During the attack on Tall Oaks, Helena was manipulated by Derek Simmons in his plan to assassinate President Adam Benton.
The catacombs that mazed their way under Tall Oaks go back almost 400 years. They are the final resting place of not only members of the Simmons family, but those who have served the mysterious organization known as the Family. These underground burial chambers are not known to the public, but the catacombs themselves are still protected by many elaborate contraptions to keep outsiders from digging too deeply into the family's secret affairs. Although the catacombs are primarily used by the Simmons family, the primitively constructed caves and altars hint at the existence of inhabitants prior to them.
Deborah Harper is a 20-year-old college student and Helena's sister. Unlike her sister, Deborah is a carefree party girl. Their different approaches to life are a cause of friction between them, but those issues aside, the two are actually very close. The two sisters' lives are thrown into chaos. Derek Simmons kidnaps Deborah and uses her family's C-virus experiments. When Helena is reunited with her sister, it's not the happy reunion she had hoped for. Deborah had been turned into a hideous creature with no semblance of the humanity she once had, other than the gentle facial features that hint at her former beauty.
Leon Ada, here we go. Ada Wong is a spy whose major activities occur off the grid. That's kind of what spies do. Not much is known about her, not even if Ada Wong is an alias or her real name. Ada first encountered Leon Kennedy during the Raccoon City incident in 1998 when Leon was a callow rookie police officer trying desperately to escape from the nightmare that had enveloped Raccoon City. Ada was in the city carrying out a mission for a rival company to the Umbrella Corporation. When circumstances threw the two together, Ada hid the nature of her activities while using Leon to help her carry them out. The life and death struggle they endured brought them close together, and Ada ended up saving Leon's life. Unfortunately, they had to make their way out of the city separately, but they could not forget what they felt for each other. LOL. Following their escape, their paths would cross from time to time, Leon as a U.S. government operative and Ada as a spy. Ada makes no qualms about using Leon when it suits her needs, but Leon is loath to bring himself to be done with her. They don't consider each other enemies, but it's hard to tell how they feel for each other. Complicated is the word that aptly summarizes their relationship. Yeah, pretty much sums it up.
Derek Simmons coerced Helena Harper into helping him assassinate President Benford. When he kidnapped her sister Deborah, Helena had no choice but to send out an alert over the Secret Service radio that a group had entered Ivy University with intent to kill President Benford. The president was on campus to deliver a speech, and the Secret Service made sure the president was secure. Before his speech, a number of agents were dispatched to look for the suspects. This created the opening Derek needed. Helena, I don't exactly understand how, but Helena loved her sister. She allowed herself to be part of a terrorist attack. She rushed to the campus to entreat the agents to give up their wild goose chase and protect the president. Many of the agents were aware of her past infractions, so they were disinclined to believe her. Then the attacks came because half of the agents were out looking for assassins. The service was slow in evacuating. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. Because they were looking for the suspects instead of guarding the president, that's why he ended up being affected. Urzak is a victim of the C virus, although one that is extremely mutated. Urzak is derived from the Serbian word for rapids. Its oral and ocular faculties are practically non-existent, so it relies on kinetic sensations based on movement in the water to hunt its prey. It will indiscriminately attack all moving prey, be it human or zombie. Cadavers that float in the water, however, do not interest it. So that's the giant shark, I assume.
Okay. Roskala Punje is the victim of the C virus, although one that is extremely mutated. Roskala Punje is derived from the Serbian word for demolition.
Oh, these are those stupid things that fall apart.
That envelops this creature is an exoskeleton designed to protect the slug-like part of its main body, located in the torso. Even if part of this creature's humanoid form is destroyed, will not have any effect on the main body. These detached body parts can still search for prey independently and ensnare it. The flexible nature of its structure allows it to pass through narrow openings like ventilation ducts and other tight spaces. Its primary weakness is fire, and when it encounters intense heat, its main body will leap out of its humanoid exoskeleton to escape danger.
So these things never die.
Pretty much.
They will never die. Derek C. Simmons, 46 years old, is an age the President of the United States. He is a ruthless perfectionist, a personality well disposed to rising to a high echelon of power in the government. He is the current head of the family, a secret fraternity of powerful movers and shakers that have manipulated the development of the Western world for centuries. This organization will do whatever is necessary to ensure stability and world order. Fearing the ensuing chaos that would result from President Benford's plan to reveal the truth about the Raccoon City incident, Mr. Simmons orchestrates his own bioterror attack, where the president would be but one of the many casualties.
Derek's first transformation. After Derek Simmons is injected with an enhanced C virus, he enters a stage 1 mutation. At this stage, his upper body maintains a humanoid appearance, and his violent tendencies are amplified. He is yet to lose his sense of self. His legs, however, transform into something beast-like, and he is powerful enough to outrun a high-speed train. He can also use shards of his own bone as projectiles and fire them off with deadly actors. Any bone matter lost is regrown thanks to the C virus.
So this is when he was the dog. Derek's second transformation. As the C virus infections begins to take root in Derek's body, he enters a stage 2 mutation. At this stage, Derek's body resembles a gigantic dinosaur, and his musculature is quite dense. Unlike the stage 1 mutation, in stage 2 Derek behaves instinctually instead of rationally. His driving force is to devour his enemies, and he even goes as far as to leap into the sky and attack a helicopter Ada is piloting.
Derek's third transformation. Derek's body continues to mutate. When he enters stage 3, Derek's humanity is completely gone, but his survival instinct remains. He ingests multiple corpses in order to give his body the organic matter needed to assume this form. This new hideous form resembles an amalgamation of multiple insect species. When Derek loses a limb or a body part in stage 3, he can regenerate it by ingesting more corpses. He could, in theory, live forever as long as there are corpses for him to ingest.
Well then. Alright, let's look at the figurines, shall we?
Yep.
Leon Kennedy.
Just like Raccoon.
Leon and Kennedy.
Just different clothes, okay.
That's boring.
Leon Harper, or Helena Harper. Why did I say Leon Harper?
I don't know.
Helena Harper. That gun looks huge. Oh, that's her shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, at least she has a reason to have, like, her hips up and stuff, because she's wearing high heels.
Okay, just has them with different outfits.
It's all my fault.
Clifford Simmons, that's his middle name?
My job to prevent terrorist attacks, not cause them.
Ooh.
Boy.
Yeah, upper half not transformed at all.
What? Where's his head? I think this is when I think this is an animation of when he attacks.
On 2?
On 1. I'm looking at 1.
Oh, on 1, yeah. I believe his head...
Oh, on 2. Okay, I see where you're at.
...is, around his lungs. Somewhere around
Damn, that eyeball, though.
Yeah.
This one, he looks like that giant fly.
Mm-hmm.
It legit is a giant fly. It's like, actually it's a fly mixed with a spider. I don't think flies have that many legs, do they? Yeah, it looks like a fly mixed with a spider.
I don't know, I mean, it's 6 legs, so... Anyways.
Alright, is that it for Simmons?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next up is... President Adam Benford.
I've always valued
Looks like a priest in the preview.
Oh god! Zombie president. I don't need to see that.
It's kinda funny, though.
Did you just play the sound for the zombie president?
Yes.
Ew, here's this ugly thing.
Yeah.
That is...
Ugly.
probably one of the only mutations whose meaning for its name does not match.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm more horrified by the fact that it implies only women can become this thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is nasty as shit.
Whopper and Whopper Supreme.
What?
That's...
Oh, these guys. Really? Those names? Really?
Just admit that you made a boomer.
Yeah. Well, these aren't boomers. They don't explode.
Oh, yeah.
These are more like giant tanks. Almost.
Sort of, yeah. Ooh, Bloodshot. Awesome.
Which guy? Oh, this was that spine guy that does so much damage.
Yeah.
Ugh. This guy's the smoker. He's called a shrieker, but I'm gonna call him a smoker because he looks like a smoker.
Or maybe he could be like a spitter?
No, he doesn't spit. I'm talking about how he looks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is how smokers look.
Oh, right.
Urzak. Yep, this is the giant shark. God.
And then it's got a little tongue thing.
That tongue thing, man. That poor shark.
Yeah.
Deborah Harper. Oh, poor Deborah.
And Deborah. No, it's just Deborah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She reminds me of, what is this, like a scorpion? Almost, with the tails, like she's got the scorpion tails. Also, why does it look like she's touching her nipple?
Yeah, if you remember, they did make her, like, overly sexualized for absolutely
No reason.
Yeah, she was, like, moaning and...
I'm pretty sure someone somewhere made a YouTube video where all they were trying to do was angle their camera angle to see if her crotch was showing.
Yeah. Pretty sure someone somewhere's made a mod so that it is.
Probably. Looks like that's it for Leon and Helena. Alright, when we come back in a second, we will have gotten all the emblems for Ada's campaign. As you can see, we missed about half of them.
Yep.
We missed about half of them. Oh no, we missed a little below half. We missed 7.
Yeah, on the other hand, we got a lot of the, like, first 2 missions.
Yeah, we only need to get 1 from Chapter 1, 1 from Chapter 2, 1 from Chapter 3, and then Chapter 4 and 5 have 2 each.
Yeah.
So, see you guys in a second.